Morning everyone, if you're new here, hi, my name is Aaren, welcome to the channel, and I'm musicals, Disney and theatre and travel. Please don't forget to hit subscribe down below for future videos coming from me. It's a beautiful day today here in Pembrokeshire, and today I am off to Cardiff for Wales Millenium Centre to go see the UK and Ireland touring production of the Spongebob Squarepants musical. Yes, I said it. The Spongebob Squarepants musical, which has been on tour now for quite a while. It's doing a little stint in the West End over the summer as well, so I shall leave the link for tickets down below for that. I am so excited to see this show. The casting is the one that sold it for me. Davina De Campo from RuPaul's Drag Race as Plankton and Gareth Gates as Squidward. I am very intrigued and very excited to see this show. I am aware of the show because I knew it was on Broadway a few years ago. If you remember my New York vlogs, I was hoping to go see it around then, but unfortunately it ended up closing before I even went. So I was there, but this is one of those shows as well I thought would never come to the UK. I don't know why. This is one of those shows that I never thought would come over here, but the fact that it's over here now and it's touring first is brilliant. And I think a lot of the shows wanting to come over here from America should consider touring the UK first beforehand, as I think that would be a great platform for them to open up their shows, newer shows, to a wider audience. I know it would be a difficult sell, but I think more musicals from Broadway need to start doing this, touring before going to West End, and I think it's brilliant that SpongeBob's doing it, and I just think it's amazing. Anyway, I'm excited for the show. I love the music. It's with my various artists like Cyndi Lauper, Panic at the Disco, Brendan Urie. They've all written different songs for the show, which I think is so cool, and I just love the score. The songs are so catchy and brilliant. Anyway, if you like what you see today, and if you made it this far on my intro, please hit subscribe down below, turn on the notification bell for whenever I upload, and I shall see you guys when I get to Cardiff. Change later, you're ready to go see SpongeBob. Everyone excited? Yeah! Let's go to the theatre. Hello. So I'm in my seat now. You know what time it is. Sorry, fail. It is now time for the famous program sniff test. Here's my program. Let's give it a go sniff. This one smells really nice. Do you want to have a smell?
I am great.
And Stu, do you want to smell?
Let me smell it.
Smells like paper.
Yes, Jemima, have a little smell. It smells nice, doesn't it? And that is the program sniff test done. See you guys in the interval. By the way, can I just say how cool the set is? I love the neon lights, they are amazing. And there are sounds like we're underwater, which is really Today I am going to be doing a mini review of the SpongeBob musical, which I actually saw on Tuesday night this week. On the, I can't remember the date now, I'm awful, but I know it was in June, the weekend before West End Live. I adored this show. I grew up watching SpongeBob as a kid, and to see SpongeBob as a musical was, I was thinking, how are they going to do this? But the way they do it is so clever. I loved it so much, and I would happily go see this show again. Honestly, it was phenomenal. Literally, that whole cast and crew were brilliant. And when you put Gareth Gates and Davina De Campo from RuPaul's Drag Race into a mix, you have one hell of an amazing show. And an amazing cast as well. They were all phenomenal. Literally, I adored the SpongeBob musical. I nearly booked myself a ticket for the matinee, but I stopped because ones are written by different artists from around the world, like Panic at the Disco, Cyndi Lauper, and random ones, and I think that's so clever how they've gotten different artists together to make a musical about SpongeBob, which no one on this earth would think is an amazing idea. People would be thinking, how is that going to work? But it works so well on stage. And I love the storyline. The storyline is an apocalyptic storyline. If you wonder what I mean, it's a doomsday storyline. It's but the way they handle it so the kids aren't scared or anything is so clever, and no one got scared because there's so much comedy and light heart in this show. The cast do a brilliant job presenting these characters each night. It's not hard to fall in love with this show because the story is full of heart, and it's not much of a doomsday plot. It's about people coming together and not arguing with each other over something that they never got to do before they die or before the end of the world. And I think that's a brilliant, powerful message to kids. Literally, it was just amazing. That whole show, basically, the plot is basically in Bikini Bottom, it's a normal day, everything's going fine, and then all of a sudden the volcano erupts, so the whole of everyone in Bikini Bottom automatically thinks it's the end of the world, when it's actually not going to happen. But everyone in Bikini Bottom presumes that the world's going to end that day, so they end up sort of thinking, what are we going to do on this last day and stuff, and Spongebob and Sandy end up going to save Bikini Bottom they made a bubble blower to go into the... Is it a bubble blower? I can't remember. To go inside the volcano, they have to go to the volcano to basically get it, but along the way they lose Patrick as friend, but then near the end he rejoins them, and it's the obvious Spongebob story, and I just loved how amazing and positive it was, and it was just beautifully done, and I loved some of the puppetry in the show as well, which was phenomenal. And honestly, that cast, wow, let's just say Louis Conway was Spongebob Squarepants. He was so good. I can't wait to see him in other shows in a few years' time. He was honestly phenomenal as SpongeBob, and his voice is acting, and everything he was doing, he was on stage literally that whole time, and he never had a break, I don't think. Only when he went off and some of the characters did their own little songs and everything. Honestly, Louis Conway, legend, icon, brilliant performer. And the way they did SpongeBob was so clever as well. They did like a humanised version. He wore a yellow top, brown shorts, and he also had blonde yellow in his hair to make him look like SpongeBob. This is how they did him. One thing I'm so happy is they didn't put them in massive suits, because I feel like that would have ruined the illusion a bit. It reminds me a bit of the way they do the Lion King in the West End with the puppetry and everything, but it was, because it was SpongeBob and it had less like animals and stuff like that in it, I thought the way they did it was really clever, and I'm just so happy with, like, they didn't have to go full on costume. They made it their own, which is one thing I loved about this show. Like, look at this. This is how they did the whole cast. That is how they did Squidward. Honestly, this whole phenomenal show. Honestly, thumbs up to the costume designers, they were brilliant. Oh yeah, we also had an understudy for Mr. Krabs, who was fantastic. I cannot remember his name, but whoever you were, on Tuesday the 6th of June, you were brilliant. And Davina De Campo was just phenomenal as Plankton. I would have loved to see Davina De Campo in Cardiff after this, because he made such a great supervillain as Plankton. He was funny, he was unique, he gave us charisma, uniqueness, nerve and talent to this role. He was so hilarious. I just adored Davina so much in this, and I cannot wait to see Davina. I really want to see her in this again. If it ever tours again, I hope she does it again. And then we have the lovable Gareth Gates as Squidward. He's shown a more vulnerable side to Squidward, which is one thing I did enjoy about him. I loved his performance, it was just beautifully done, and I'm Not a Loser, it was one of my favourite numbers in the show, and Gareth Gates did such an amazing job, and the tap dancing he did was brilliant. Honestly, I adored SpongeBob so much, and Hannah Lauver, who also has a YouTube channel, I'll leave a link below. She's been vlogging her SpongeBob journey every Sunday, and she plays Karen the computer, who is Plankton, Davina De Campo's Plankton's wife in the show, and she does such a brilliant job at being the computer. She's a computer. In case you're wondering how they do her, it's so cleverly done. You don't notice she's a computer in the show, but you can sort of tell. Sorry. This here is how they do Karen the computer. In case you're wondering. But I loved the whole 80s aesthetic they went for Karen. That's what it reminded me of a little bit. The costume choices were so vibrant, so colourful, and it was such a joyous show to go see. especially after a long winter. It's the perfect summer family show in my opinion, and I think everyone should go see this show. It is on tour across the country till September, and then it goes to the West End over the summer, so it is going to be in London this summer. Fortunately, I don't know if I'm going to get the chance to see it again, but unless it comes back to Cardiff, I'm definitely seeing it again if it returns to the Millenium Centre, because it is just a fun, feel-good show, and it just brings you so much joy when you're watching it. Please, please, please don't see the SpongeBob musical. I am giving this show 10 out of 10 because it is just so fun, so positive, and the way they bring those characters to life are perfect. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching my review today. Please don't forget to hit subscribe down below, turn on the notification bell, and I'm sorry if this SpongeBob vlog wasn't as great as normal. I was with my family and I wanted to spend a bit of time with them. Sorry if I never filmed with bells, I forgot. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon for a future video. Thank you guys, bye!